Good morning and welcome back to the channel. My name is Shadowcast. Today I want to touch briefly on my thoughts and opinions of BioWare's Anthem. Now, just as a disclaimer, this is my opinion only. I am not paid by EA. I am not paid by BioWare. I am not paid by anybody. I am super poor. Please help me out. It's an opinion. Everybody has a bias. I'm sure I have a bias, but I am going to try and be as fair and as balanced in my review as possible, even though that doesn't really matter because anything that I say, somebody will find a reason to argue with it. But regardless, first off, I want to say I am not a BioWare fangirl. Prior to Anthem, I did not enjoy playing anything from BioWare. I didn't like Dragon Age. I didn't like Mass Effect. I know the stories are good because people fawn over them. They rave over them. However, I could not get past the game's mechanics to enjoy them. I hated them with a fiery passion. I made it maybe 6 hours into Dragon Age before I could not do it anymore. I made it even less time into Mass Effect before I said no. So, I understand that BioWare has a track record of very story-driven games. However, I went in as a completely new person, as a completely new gamer. I had not really touched or enjoyed BioWare's games to really have an opinion on BioWare. I was a bit nervous about Anthem because of it, because I knew I didn't enjoy their previous games. So that is something to keep in mind. However, I went in fairly blind. I didn't watch the live streams. I didn't watch any of the gameplay trailers. I didn't watch any early access reviews or anything like that. I legitimately went in blind. I played a little bit of the closed alpha. That's still under an NDA, so I'm not going to go into it. And then I played some of the open beta. And I enjoyed the open beta. For the most part. There were a lot of issues. There was crashing, there was infinite load screens, there was major glitching, and there was very little content. I realized it's beta, but it was scary how little content there was, and I was worried that there wasn't going to be much more on launch. My fiance and I ended up getting Origin Premier access so that we can get it a week early for $15 a piece. And I thought, you know what? That gives us a month to try it out. If we like it, we'll buy it. If we don't, oh well. We're out $30, but we got a chance to play as much as we can. So far, I've put 42 hours into the game. A lot of that has been grinding out challenges and everything because I am a loot whore and a lore whore. So I am trying to get as much as I can out of the game because I enjoy it. But I think with 42 hours, I can give a fair assessment of my thoughts and feelings on the game. Overall, I really enjoy it. I know that there are some issues. There are a lot of flaws with the game, and I acknowledge those. However, I really enjoy the game. And we can go over the cons first. Cons that I have, because of the early access launch, there were so many bugs. The loading screens were painfully long. There was one mission, Finding Old Friends, I think that's what it's called, where it was completely bugged out. I kept glitching into a wall. I was running with my fiance, and he wouldn't even load into the mission. He'd get kicked back to the title screen. It was painful. We ended up getting through it, but we had to run it by ourselves, which kind of defeats the purpose of the game because we have been looking for an online game that we can use to replace Destiny. And we were hoping Anthem was going to be it. There's also been some audio issues where my game audio will completely cut out. I can't get it back unless I reset the game, which sucks a lot. And we still get a few crashes here and there. Also, there's a little bit of lag sometimes for no reason, which is really annoying. Really annoying. I'm running it on low. I should not be getting lag at this point. But overall, bug-wise and glitch-wise, it's not too bad. Since they have fully released it and they patched it once, Load screens have gotten much better. This is all on PC, mind you. I know consoles are still facing a lot of issues, and I apologize for that. I only have experience on the PC. But PC-wise, I've noticed my load times are getting a lot better. Haven't crashed nearly as much. There have been some, they're still getting some lag spikes. And who knows, it may just be my system saying I don't want to run this game. The audio is still an issue for me, but it has run a lot smoother. And it does run a lot smoother if it is on a solid state drive. So keep that in mind. It sucks because I hate putting stuff on my C drive, but whatever, it runs better, so I'll take it. If we move on to the story, I don't consider the story a con. As I said before, I didn't really play BioWare or Dragon Age, so I don't know the full scope of the stories that BioWare can tell. I just know that there are some games that have great stories that are shorter. There are some games that have really long stories that suck. There's some games that have really long stories that are also great. So there's a really large scale for where you could fall in on that. I feel like Anthem's story, the main story, is fairly short. It's fairly short, very linear, and it at times felt a little fragmented. Now, it may feel fragmented because there are also branching side missions or side stories that coincide with it, and everything kind of melding together and everything like that. So maybe that's why it felt fragmented to me. However, as it stands, I like the story. I understand that it's short and it was very linear, but it was really, in my opinion, well done, especially because they had faced some issues with people leaving and things being changed and everything. I thought it was pretty well done. I got a lot of like Halo 5 vibes out of some of it, to be honest. And maybe that's just me being a girl gamer, and us girls don't know anything about video games. I don't know anything about video games. I should be in the kitchen right now. But I liked it. And I love the NPCs. I love the detail that they did. There was a lot of detail that they paid attention to, and there was a lot of NPCs that had some backstories that I really felt it. Merelda tore me up. It really hurt listening to her. And it was good. If you didn't like it, I'm sorry. If you're comparing Anthem to Mass Effect and Dragon Age content, then I'm sorry. But Anthem is not those games. It's a different IP. You can't judge the third child based off the first and second child's feats. You're just going to end up disappointed. I like the customization. I like the fact that I can pick any color ever on an RGB scale to color my javelin. My interceptor right now is silver and black with a bit of copper accents because I am a fancy, classy bitch. And, you can unlock different metals. You can unlock different materials. There's also microtransactions. They are cosmetic only, which I appreciate. Nobody wants fucking play to win, and nobody wants fucking loot boxes. So far, they're cheap enough. They're earnable in-game. Those coins come very quickly, especially if you actually work on your challenges. And I don't know why you wouldn't, because it's actually beneficial. I've got enough to buy 2 sets of armor now. So I've got my Shrike armor. I'm waiting and hoping that the second set of javelin or second set of interceptor armor comes through again, so I can have that, because fuck it, I want them all. And that's just with a little bit of grinding and doing the main story missions multiple times. So it's not that difficult. If you don't want to pay out of pocket any more than you paid for the game, you don't have to. They're cosmetics, so you don't have to buy them. If you want them, you can earn them in-game by grinding it out. Welcome to video games. Welcome to online looter shooters. There is a lot of grinding. I really don't have that many gripes. The bugs that I'm seeing are minimal at best. There is like quest bug where my quests aren't counting if I'm in a group all the time. They'll sometimes count, they sometimes won't. Whatever. I'll run them again. I'll get the loot and the XP, and it doesn't bother me. I enjoy them. I guess maybe I'm out of the ordinary because I enjoy running missions multiple times, and it doesn't bother me as much as it bothers some people, like my fiance. Whatever. And I'm sure that will be addressed. I've seen it posted in Reddit a few times already, so it's non-issue to me. The artwork is gorgeous. The graphics are wonderful. Even on low settings, they look great. The game is wonderful. And yeah, I understand there are issues. I acknowledge the flaws. And if you don't like it, so be it. You know? But let people enjoy it. What does it hurt? You know, how does it hurt you to let people enjoy something? To let people fangirl or fanboy over something? Who cares? You want to bash people for being EA shills regardless if they actually are shills or not because they enjoy something? There are many games out there that have pissed me off, like to my core, and have disappointed me on a level that I have never been disappointed before. And yet, if people enjoy playing them, so be it. Fallout 76, massive letdown. Massive. It could have been so much better. And yet, all I had to do was uninstall it and move on. I didn't even get a refund for it. I'm out. What did I spend on? $50? Oh, well. That's life. Life sucks. Move on. Destiny 2. I spent $200. $200+ on it because I got it for 2 systems. It sucks. I hate it. It was an even bigger letdown than any game I've ever played. People enjoy it, though. Who cares? Let them enjoy it. I don't understand the need that people have to just tear down people for liking something. Who fucking cares? It doesn't hurt you. It's not offensive. It's not, it's not... I don't understand it. I don't understand the need to hate. Not necessarily, you don't like a game, fucking move on. Somebody posts 280 characters about how they enjoy a game, and then all of a sudden their DMs are flooded with hate. Like, really? Really? Who fucking cares? If you're not adult enough to play these games, if you're not adult enough to handle your emotions and you have to spout out rage and hate online, then maybe you should not be playing games at all. It has gotten to the point where interacting with gamers has become painful because so many are so up in arms about people liking something. They're not even really up in arms about the developers being assholes or the publishers being fuckwits. They're up in arms about people liking something. I know it sucks. I know there are games that suck. You don't like the game? You think it sucks? Good. Go away. It's not necessary to hate. It's truly not. And these are all my opinions. If you feel the need that you need to critique and you need to give your criticisms, that's what the comment section is for. If you keep it polite, then we can have a civil debate. Tell me what offended you so much about the game, or tell me what you hate about the game, and I'm more than happy to listen to you, and I will acknowledge that there are issues. Again, there are issues. If you like the game, let me know. It's nice to know that I'm not the only one that enjoys this game as much of a mess as people claim it to be. And if you like this video, please like and subscribe to the channel. You can click the bell for notifications for when I post more content. I post all the time. I don't really have any rhyme or reason anymore. There's no real schedule. It's usually at around 10, unless it's a stream re-upload, so whatever. You can follow me on Twitter at ShadowcastGaming. I do post when I put content up. I'll post it on Twitter. Also, there's updates. I give short little reviews and snippets and stuff. Sometimes I post selfies or cat pictures. But that's it for my Anthem review. Once again, disclaimer, this is my opinion. My opinion. It is not fact. It is not a set in stone, this is the way it is. This is opinion. If you do not like a game, you do not have to play it. If you love the game, fucking play the hell out of it. Play the hell out of it. Enjoy yourself. Have fun, because life is short and we all will die eventually. Some sooner than others. That's not a threat. That's just the fact that I am super unhealthy and I can feel my heart racing just talking about it. So anyways, that's it for this video. Thank you again so much for watching. I really do appreciate it, and I will catch you later. Bye-bye.